The apostles walked with Jesus for 3 years. I mean, literally for 3 years they were with him for every single moment. They heard all of his teachings. Sermon on the Mount, they were there. When he heals people, they were there. And it was more than just that. Jesus actually gave them authority to go out and do things. He says, go out and cast out demons in my name. And it says they came back rejoicing because the demons were subject to him. And so you have to think, after 3 years of traveling with Jesus, of learning his teachings, of receiving authority from him, they kind of had to think, we've got this. I mean, they knew that Jesus was the Messiah. They may not have understood totally what that meant, but they knew that he was coming and a kingdom would be established. I mean, they were arguing about who would stand at the left and who would stand at the right. I mean, they knew something big was happening and they were going to be a part of it. And I imagine after 3 years, they thought they were ready. And then Good Friday happened. And all of those hopes, all of those dreams, all of what they thought they knew died on the cross. You know, we have the benefit of knowing the whole story, but they didn't. They just saw hope die. Then the ladies come to them on Easter morning and say, he's gone. He's risen from the dead. The angel told us he's back. And I got to think there was a place that wanted to believe it. But there also had to be that voice of defeat just saying it can't be true. You know, it can't possibly be true. But Jesus appears to them and he begins to just show up. I mean, the doors are locked and he appears. Or two are walking on the road to Emmaus and he just kind of walks by with them. Hey, what are you talking about? And for 40 days, they've got the resurrected Jesus with them. And again, we're ready, bring on the kingdom. And so they're talking to him and they say, Lord, at this time will you establish the kingdom? And he says, it's not for you to know the time or place. But he says something really poignant in Acts chapter 1, verse 4. He says, don't depart Jerusalem until you receive the gift of the Father. Don't even think about leaving here until the Holy Spirit comes to you. For 3 years they walked with him. They taught with him. They went out in his authority. They knew Jesus. They knew Jesus. But he says, you're not ready yet. You can't leave yet. Don't think you can go out to establish the kingdom yet. Wait for the gift of the Holy Spirit. I think for a lot of us modern Christians, we're like those apostles. We think if we know enough, if we study enough, if we go to church enough, if we do all the good holy things, if we follow the rules, we're ready. And God says, no, there's more to it. Don't even think about leaving until you've come into a relationship with me through the Holy Spirit. You've received the Holy Spirit. I've received the Holy Spirit. We should be operating like a people who have something. Later in Acts, Philip goes to Samaria and he baptizes the Samaritans. But he knows something didn't work. The Holy Spirit didn't fall upon them. And so he calls for Peter and John. He says, you need to come out here because it didn't work. Something tangible was supposed to happen when they were baptized and the Holy Spirit came. In our lives, the Holy Spirit's presence should be something tangible. And so for the next couple weeks between Easter and Pentecost, we're going to be taking a look at the Holy Spirit. Who is he? What does he do? How does the Holy Spirit come into our lives and how are we made new? How would we be different if we're truly living in that Spirit? Don't leave Jerusalem until he comes. Don't think you can go out in the world unless you're living in the Spirit.